What seems to be overrated until you actually try it? I cannot emphasize this enough: a quality pillow and mattress and sheets. My ex got mad at me when I spent almost $2,000 on my whole bed setup, but then has no problems with $100 bar tabs and $200 dinner nights out. My people, you spend 8 hours a night, 3,000 hours a year on your bed. It should be the most expensive, or just best quality regardless of price, item you purchase for your home. Anything less is just cheating yourself. Joke's on you, I sit on the couch all day and then fall asleep on the couch. Tailored clothing. You can have just about any body shape, but when you have it tailored to your actual size, you go from looking okay to looking amazing. Adding on to this, I like to wear denim. Specifically Levi's denim. It's expensive buying new, and being a tall guy makes it tough. I go to thrift shops and pick up a pair for $15, one size too big. Bring it to a tailor, and have it hemmed for $15. Best fit, and so durable. I've had people ask me how I can afford it with my income, and when I tell them, they always say the same thing: "That's a great idea." I also have a big chest and wide shoulders, so the denim jackets rarely fit right. So I find some that are too big and get them fixed. Can confirm. I am a tall, overweight woman with long limbs, a short torso, and a belly. I can buy off the rack, but very little fits right. I now exclusively wear clothes custom made for me, and literally, people stop me on the street to compliment my attire and all where I got it. I feel better because I look better. And perhaps partly because of that, I've managed to make gradual changes that resulted in losing some of the weight. When you don't hate looking at yourself, it's easier to act loving toward yourself. Actual running shoes. Some shoes are meant for running, man. Getting a good massage. I was almost 30 and had never had one before, and I didn't really care to anyway. But my girlfriend found a deal for a couple's massage on Groupon at some shitty hole-in-the-wall place, so we went. It was a terrible massage, and I left feeling worse than when I came in. I thought my apathy towards massages had been confirmed. A while later my back was really hurting, so I decided to maybe give it one more shot at a nicer place. This time it was amazing and so peaceful I almost fell asleep. I walked out the door with no back pain and feeling completely refreshed. I'm glad I gave it a second chance. A bad massage will make you wish you'd left bad enough alone. A good massage will make you wonder why you didn't get one sooner. A great massage will find incipient problems you didn't know you had so you can work on fixing them before they hurt. And a great one usually costs no more than a good one. Sleep, nutrition, hydration. Believe me when I say this. It's a cold, dark world until you tune those three together. Nutrition, check. Hydration, check. Sleep, cries in Marine Corps. Good headphones. You'll hear little nuances in music you've heard hundreds of times before but didn't notice. On this note, any form of a good sound system. When my husband and I were in high school, we had extra time and money because, no responsibility. We both put good sound systems in our cars. He's an electrical engineer now, go figure, and loved engineering sound systems that would be really great for each of our cars. It was like a freaking dream come true. I loved getting in my car for my commute to work every morning because listening to music in there was unlike anything else. We sold my car and his is now just a toy. It's a Jeep. So either of us have great sound systems now, and it really is sad. Hiring movers. I used to pride myself in my moves, but that was just me and my stuff from one bedroom to another. When I got married, we started renting our own apartments, and the stuff accumulated over the years. When we moved to NYC, we hired my buddy's moving company, and it was amazing. When we moved apartments the next year, we hired another company, and it was so nice not having to move a single thing up the stairs. We have not moved in 6 years now, and I hope we won't have to anytime soon, but we will 100% pay the extra hundreds of dollars to not schlep couches and dressers. 100% my friend. Having moved apartments 4 times and hating every single minute of it, I decided when I bought my house that I would pay a company to do it. The $300 I paid was so worth it. Just the thought of having to move all of my stuff now gets me irritated. 2 monitors for your computer. Once you go 2, you'll never go back. Go 3. It's even better. Getting 8+ hours of sleep. Sure, everybody needs to find his or her magic hour. Some people need only 6 or 7 hours of sleep. Some people need 8 or 9. It doesn't really matter that much if you are fresh and feel good the morning after. 8 seems to be around the average, so I just used that. People are so weirdly proud of being overworked, exhausted, and sleep deprived. It's not good for you, even if you feel like it makes you cool. For me personally, anything over 9 hours of sleep just makes me groggy all day. The first 30 minutes of any day suck regardless of how much sleep I get, but sleeping 7 hours or less makes me the most productive and mentally happy. Exercise. Free feel-good drugs that make you more attractive? Sign me up. Wait, I have to sweat? Fuck that. After many years in the military, I learned that some people don't get a dopamine high after cardio. I feel like they've been cheated by the universe. I don't think I've ever gotten a dopamine high after running, but when I'm walking home after jiu-jitsu class, even if I got my ass kicked the whole time, I feel happy and can't wait to train again. I've never felt that after a run. This is what I always say to people. Find an exercise you enjoy. I spent years dragging my arse to the gym or slogging away on a treadmill and hated it. Now I climb, play badminton, and train in Aikido. I love all of these and would happily do them even if there was no health benefit. It's all about finding your own thing. I envy those people who love running, but it will always be a chore for me. I recently started doing a 5K park run every few weeks because I want to improve my cardio performance for Aikido gradings. I can do it, but it's not fun. Really good water pressure from a shower head. Reddit. Especially once you get past the main big subs and find smaller communities dedicated to your interests and fit your personality more. In discovering which subs I actually enjoy, I have discovered myself. On a scale from 1 to 10, you're an 11. A weighted blanket. Not being piss poor. Now I'm lower middle class, and that money makes all the difference in the world for my health and happiness. Who would have thought? Money can't buy happiness, should really be. Money can't guarantee happiness all the time for everyone, because holy shit, can a little money buy a lot of happiness when you have none. Like my mom always says, money can't buy happiness, but it's a good down payment. Or, money can't buy happiness, but it's a lot easier to be happy when you have money. 2 things work: boots, shoes, and quality underwear. If you work on your feet, do not skimp on your footwear. It saves on fatigue and body aches just for starters. I am currently wearing the ugliest pair of boots I've ever owned, just because they were the most comfortable pair I tried on while shopping. They are work boots. Who GF what they look like. They will be filthy on the first day at a construction site. As far as the underwear, once you wear a good quality pair, you'll never want to go back. Talking to a therapist. It can really help. Important note: before you go in, steel yourself for the very likely probability that the first therapist you go to will not interface with you in an optimal manner. It sucks, and everyone who's been through this knows what I mean, but it always bears repeating that you often have to go through a few before you find the one who works for you. I'm assuming golf, considering how fucking boring it seems and how much people who play love it. Can confirm. I'd rather watch paint dry than watch golf, but playing with friends or family, and it can be a really fun thing. To be fair, doing anything with friends, family can make it fun, to include watching paint dry. As a millennial, a full-time job and falling asleep early, was a night owl for years, depressed for a few, had a few part-time jobs here and there because I thought that I would hate working full-time. Turns out I like waking up early and really needed the structure in my life. Helped with my depression immensely, and I'm not so sad anymore these days. Sure, I have less time to do other things, but now they actually feel like hobbies, not like things I use to pass an excessive amount of time. Finding something you truly enjoy. For me, although I suck, it's 3D modeling, so go out there and try out some hobbies. You never know what you'll like. Yoga and meditation. It's ridiculous how hard it can be to just sit within yourself, but once you've done it and found the quiet, it's hard to stay away. Getting skincare that actually works for you instead of whatever is convenient. I had terrible acne for years, and I would just use whatever skincare I got my hands on instead of finding something that actually cleared up my skin. Good quality fruits and vegetables. It may sound overrated, but good, fresh foods taste amazing. Hawaii. It seems cliché and overdone, at least in US, but for good reason. I used to wonder why people would fly so long just to go to the beach when FL or CA is so much closer. It's a true cultural experience, not just beaches and tropical drinks. Many fancy, expensive restaurants. I've always been frugal. After marriage, I've joined my in-laws on several occasions for nice dinners. My taste buds are still in shock at the flavors that exist among foods I've eaten all my life. There is a true art to cooking that can't be replicated without years of education and training. Those electric scooters that recently popped up all over cities in USA. I always made fun of the people riding them for being lame until I had to unexpectedly be on the other side of downtown. What would have been a 45-minute walk turned into a 15-minute ride for under $5. Plus, it was super fun. Haters gonna hate. The haters aren't hating because they think the scooters are lame. They're hating because of all the people breaking traffic laws, inappropriately discarding them when finished, and generally making streets and sidewalks more dangerous for pedestrians and drivers alike. At least in Denver, the majority of people I see using scooters are not sharing the road appropriately with other modes of transportation. What seems to be overrated until you actually try it? Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this one.